How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into Thunder from Down Under. Now today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people do not like to talk about. Leg day. And why you should never ever skip it. Now first of all, don't get me wrong, I do understand why out of all the days, it is the one that most people seem to be averse to. It's hard, you lift the most weights, you don't really get an ego boost, at least that's how most people feel, and you tend to wake up the next day extremely sore. However, I'm going to go over a few reasons now why I personally feel you should never skip leg day. And there's going to be one in here that a lot of people aren't going to like to hear, but I'm still going to say it. But first up, we're going to start with an easy one. What are your legs? They are the foundation of your body. What happens if you build a house with no foundation or with a poor foundation? It falls down. Same thing with the gym. If you are doing nothing but focus on your upper body, eventually you're going to turn into one of those losers with the fucking crab arms where, you know, their torso's big and then it just comes down to this skinny, scrawny pair of chicken legs. And it looks shocking. It looks appalled. Second of all, if you are one of those gym bros that just goes in for an ego boost, even if that's all you're there for, you should be doing leg day. Leg day is the day where you get to lift the most weight. There's a reason, it's a general rule that if you're benching as much or more than you squat, that's a bad sign. Leg day, you get to push the most weight. I squat 120 kilos on leg day at the moment. Believe me when I say I don't bench that much. Leg day is the day that gives me the most of an ego boost, and I don't even go in there for ego. But I walk out after leg day, after squatting 120 kilos, after leg pressing 135 kilos, I walk out feeling pretty damn good. So if you're only going to boost your ego, even then you should not be skipping leg day. But finally, and this is the one people are not going to like to hear, if you're neglecting half your body, you are not an athlete. You are not a true athlete. If you neglect half your body every time you do a routine, and I'm not saying if you skip it once, you're not an athlete. I'm talking about the ones that never do leg day. If you're like that, you're not an athlete. There is no professional athlete out there that neglects half their body. It just doesn't happen because your body needs to be balanced. Even if, you know, whatever you do is more about the upper body, you know, what you're aiming for, bodybuilding, whatever, you've still got to have that good foundation. So yeah, that's the meat of it. Is whether you're looking at it for ego, whether you want to go professional, or whether you're just trying to build a good solid body. You should not skip leg day. If it's just for the solid body, you need a good foundation. If you're in there for ego, leg day will boost your ego. And if you're trying to be a professional athlete, well, you're not a professional athlete if you're skipping half your body. So no matter which way you slice the pie, you should not skip leg day.